And that's kind of the comfortability that I've been talking about. It's so important to be comfortable with yourself before you become confident. Welcome back to the channel. I've got a packed few days ahead of me, so I thought I'd take you along for the ride. But without further ado, it's Wednesday, it is 5 to 6, and we've got a half marathon to run. For those who are wondering how I prep for a long run, well, firstly, carbs are an absolute essential, and more carbs. Also, electrolytes. This is strictly for a long run. I have this every morning, 2 scoops. However, for a long run when you're sweating out a lot, the time where it's needed most. So obviously I have to get a good podcast downloaded. So today we've got the Rest is History series on JFK. Once again, not beating the history nerd allegations, but why would I ever want to do that? Conditions are not ideal for it. This is what we're running in today. Not ideal at all. All right, and we are off. Honestly, very lucky to have a nice little running route literally right next to my house. No rain, just pure canals, a lot of geese and swans trying to like get me ankles, but apart from that, it's pretty tranquil. Thank God for Asda. Actually, yeah, exactly halfway now. Kept it really, really easy. I think like my heart rate was at 140, 135 for most of it. So luckily, most of it is now downhill, which would be nice, apart from a few bridges. Rain, as you can maybe tell, no rain at all, so that's been a really nice run, to be fair. Gonna pop this thing, and then we're gonna get cracking. 5k left, still no bin, but what can you do? Going down hills might be harder than going up them. My knee, little update on that, feeling alright to be fair, but my glutes, my left hip, oh my days, they're literally finished. I woke up with like unbelievably cooked legs. I'll talk about like deloading later, but probably not the best idea to run a half marathon on these legs, but I'm getting it done. It's fine. Oh, I hit like a tree. Getting it done, that's the most important part. Finally spotted a bin. Only 8k after I cracked this gel. 20k, just 1k left. Tell you what, my left shoulder is absolutely killing me. Absolutely exhausted. Everything else, fine, but left shoulder, as always, absolutely 1 HP. Oh, I'm done. Woo. Very chilled half marathon, kept it at a 6:13 pace, which is about easy pace. I didn't really want to push any speed just because my legs are cooked, but also again, no need to push right now. Not training for anything, so just thought I'd keep it chill. All I wanted to do was test out the distance, as this is the furthest that I've ran since the marathon, so can certainly take that as a good session. So ready to get a stretch on though. My lower body is finito. My average was 148 heart rate, which is actually a little bit more than I was kind of hoping for, but like physically at least, it didn't really feel hard, so we'll take that. Okay, so we've showered and stretched, so feeling pretty good about life. Gonna have 100 grams of oats today, just to replenish the glycogen after a big run. This is what I do it for, really, just to eat more. Gonna have like 200 more calories today, just to offset the significant deficit I'm gonna be in. I mean, to be fair, I'm still like unbelievably under fueling. I think the deficit today will still be like 1,000 calories, but I don't know, what can you do? I mean, you could probably eat more, but probably not gonna do that. That being said, as you know, I am on a cut, but that doesn't mean you have to be scared of carbs. They are your best friend. You need them for energy, not just for training and after training, but also just general life. You can't be going through your day, studying or whatever, just on 1 HP. You do need your carbs to feel energy and feel good, so don't neglect them. It's not all about protein. Again, I'm not a PT, I wouldn't trust me, but on that I would. Also, running talk, 1 more scoop of electrolytes just to replenish all the salt that I just sweated out. And what a surprise, we've made the exact same breakfast I've had in every single video to date. If you have any other ideas as to what I can make, then feel free to drop them in the comments, but I doubt it could beat this. 100 grams of oats and then like just Greek yogurt, honey, raspberries, dark chocolate, blueberries. I mean, that is perfection in a bowl. We've had coffee number 2 and now we are on the way to uni. Got 4 hours of workshops to get amongst, and then I need to stay until about 5 or 6 just to finish off some prep work for the workshop that's due on Friday. Honestly, I forget how far like a half marathon actually is just in time. Like, I got through 3 episodes of the Rest is History's series on JFK, so I'm basically an expert on that, so ask me anything. God, this wind is not helping me out here. Had to reapply some Voltarol to my right knee because it was just screaming at me, like, why do you do that? Why did you put me through it? So that's feeling all right though. It's not too bad. It's just a little bit of an awareness, but we'll keep that down. In terms of my long-term running goals, I've not actually got a race booked in right now, but I have signed up for London on the ballot for next year, so hopefully I get that, because that'll be absolutely insane. But obviously the likelihood is that I won't get London because the odds are so unbelievably low. So in that case, I've started looking at a few 50 milers, a few 100Ks around the UK. So the idea is basically either London or ultra marathon. So right now I'm just making sure that I'm getting in the runs, increasing the weekly kilometers, and just keeping it easy. No speed work, nothing like too intensive. Just like today was my longest run that I've done since the marathon. And then next week, trying to aim for 23k and onwards. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with running at the moment. Nothing set in stone, but I've got some big goals for next year. Okay, that is one workshop down. It's now lunchtime, thank God. So what we've got here today is, we've got a can of tuna, 250 grams of new potatoes, 100 grams of beetroot, we've got 100 grams of onions, got red pepper, we've got red onions. So I don't know if I mentioned it, but cucumber on top as well. I don't think that's a normal meal by any stretch of the imagination, especially with the cold cucumbers are whacked on top. But I mean, like, this is what a cutting does to a man. I worked out my maintenance calories for today, between 3,900 and 4,200 today, which is quite insane, seeing as I'm probably going to be having about 2,400 calories. So the deficit is quite steep. But as I said earlier, I'm not going to increase my calories today. And that is because tomorrow, me and my mates are doing the Slattery's food challenge. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'll get a picture of it here now, but you'll see it tomorrow. It's, I think, 1.2 kilograms of chocolate. It's like a massive fudge cake. You've got like a dark chocolate, hot chocolate to go with it. You've got like just pure chocolate. It's absolutely egregious. And I think that's going to be, in of itself, like 4,000 calories. So a bit of an aggressive deficit today will kind of offset the damage I'm going to do to my cut. But it's fine. When else do you get the opportunity to eat 1.25 kilograms of chocolate with your mates? You just don't. So you've got to take these opportunities when they come. So can't wait for that. So back in the AP, finished off the workshops and the work I needed to get done. Pretty good day in terms of like getting work done, but absolutely shattered. So pretty badly in the eastern scran. I've got mates up this evening, so probably won't be recording that much, but the plan of action is to go to the pub to watch England versus Croatia. I'm going to go with the Tuchel Masterclass, and it's going to be 2-1, I reckon, 2-1. I don't think we're going to win the tournament, I can't lie. I reckon that might be Argentina, but we'll win tonight. I can already imagine that, just aging so poorly. But yeah, that's the plan.
Golden boot. Just 2 minutes in. It's Kane.
We go again. Good morning, and you know what? I changed my predictions from yesterday. It is coming home. 4-2, not too bad. And Kane is the absolute GOAT. Love that guy. I might not be the best Harry, I'll admit that. Just come up to the Sky Terrace on my apartment because it's easier to film up here, but that's sort of view in the morning. But more importantly, in 4 hours or less than that, I'll be eating like 1.2 kg of chocolate, which is, oh my God, I mean, I'm ravenous now anyway, just thinking about it. I'm just treating it as one gigantic refeed because, again, probably seen him kind of underfueling a little bit, so probably wouldn't hurt just getting in some carbs. But I mean, probably getting a little bit too many carbs. I'll sit down here actually. That's like a completely optional side quest. We're like walking there. It's 2-hour 15 walk, like a Lord of the Rings type walk, just to get some chocolate. I mean, it'd be worth it. And to be fair, probably not a bad shout considering the amount of food I'm gonna eat. For some reason, my mates don't believe that I can do this challenge. I know I can. Apparently, it's got like a 5% success rate, and it looks kind of deceptively small apparently. So apparently it's really hard. I mean, I think I've got it at the back personally, but you know, you've always got to back yourself, haven't you? Anyway, let's get going. I want this food. Not the most scenic route, but we're getting there. The pilgrimage is over. Come on. There we go. Oh my days, what the hell? There we go. What's this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Caramel tiffin. Oh, Bamberg. Can't let it go on, can I? Look at this. Thank god I don't live near here. Oh my days, I'd be here every day. Oh my days. Oh my god. Status report, this is going terribly. Feel sick.
Give them a little preview of that.
Yeah, right, okay. Show how much I've done. Right, I don't think you can appreciate how big this plate actually is. I feel ill. Pretty good going overall. These cups are actually the worst thing ever. We have one finisher. Certainly not there. I'm actually dying. This is tough. Alright, we're getting there. This is getting done. All 4 finishers. There we go. I feel like I'm a subhuman right now, but we're done. Yes, oh, I can't even describe how hard that was. That was harder than the marathon. Never again. Until next time.
That's not that bad.
Got a medal to prove it. Better than Olympic gold, I'd say. Also, I'll give a little gift bag. Missing. More chocolate, as if I didn't need it anymore. I don't even want to know what's in there, but slattery's challenge, that is complete. Yeah, man. Maybe thinking I couldn't possibly want any more food, but got a meal deal because my taste bud is so like overloaded with chocolate right now. I think it's completely plain. So I've gone for a ciabatta roll, got tuna and cucumber sarnie, and Lucozade Sport. Some electrolytes, I guess. Not that it really matters what I'm eating right now because that was a disgusting portion of chocolate. Morale is very low on this walk back. I feel fine now. Just grab my ciabatta. I've had half my tuna butty as well. Never want to see a pudding again in my entire existence, but all in all, not too bad. Tomorrow's upper session is going to be absolutely filthy. I can't wait. We made it back home finally. That walk genuinely felt like an eternity. It just never ended. But yeah, we've got so far today 27,000 steps. Absolutely ridiculous. But I mean, wow, little debrief from that challenge. That was so tough. Apparently 15,000 people have done it, and only, well, I am the 874th finisher. Apparently there's like a 5% chance. I mean, you do the maths, I don't know, 5% success rate. And all 4 of us did it, which apparently has never been done before. An entire table of 4 doing it, which I don't know whether to feel pride or shame. A lot of shame actually, if anything. Now that is evidently not what my usual schedule is, and I can't even call that balance because what you just witnessed was absolutely on the upper end of my worst habits, which I mean, I like having a treat now and again, but that was a little bit insane. No way of justifying that, but I guess it was something to do, I don't know. From that, it kind of falls onto what I wanted to talk about, which was like, what do you want to see on the channel, or what I'm gonna, or what I want to do on this channel. Obviously that was so far removed from my usual focus, which is like being productive, my nutrition, my training, my work, my studying, my reading and consumption of like media and stuff like that. So it's completely far removed from that. Despite what you've seen today, I do take my goals very seriously, but I don't take myself very seriously. So that's the kind of vibe I want with these videos. Alongside these days in the life and stuff like that, I do want to start doing posts where I just sit down for an entire video and just talk about something that interests me, or something that I'm passionate about, or think is worthwhile sharing. And there should be one potentially out already, depending on when this video goes out. Because again, that kind of touches on the fact that I do view life holistically, and that we should max out the physical stats, but also the mental stats, if you want to put it like that. After that absolute insanity, I'm ready to get back on the grind. Tomorrow will be, I mean, I'll show tomorrow off, be back to normal in terms of the diet, training, work, etc. By virtue of being a student, my weeks do look different. My days don't always look identical. Like I was saying in the last video, I do believe in trying to strike a balance. Last night, compromised on the usual schedule. I went out to watch the England game, had a great time, but that is removed from what I usually get up to. And same with today. Not a lot has been done apart from walking alongside eating like 6,500 calories or something stupid like that in chocolate. One thing I'll never be is fake, and if I do something like this, I will post it because it's just part of being real. I don't want to cover up that side of my life, just me enjoying myself, because yes, I am fully dedicated to my training, my goals and stuff like that, but then at some points there will be times where I kind of diverge from that, and I don't want to give the impression that I'm just a robot and I'm just completely dedicated and focused on my goals to the detriment of other things in my life. Like, I am human, I do enjoy just doing things that are, I guess, counterintuitive to my goals, but then at the same time, I want to live a fun life and do fun things with my mates. If you have any suggestions as to what you want to see from this channel, if you want me to go into my study habits, what works best for me, my training schedule in more detail in terms of my running, I'm like completely open to like whatever people fancy, because I really do enjoy posting this long form content as opposed to the short form content for various reasons. I think I really want to dial in on this long form stuff because, again, I get to kind of explain my processes, show bit more of my life in depth and stuff like that, and again, it is just really fun, so you can't really quantify that. But yeah, I'm going to get on with the rest of my day and probably feel sick for the rest of it, which is fantastic. Just going to get a quick 2-hour time block, just dial in on the uni work and then go fetch an entire chicken, I reckon, because I really fancy just eating just pure protein. Can't imagine any carbs or even veg, to be honest. Not on the agenda right now. Man of my word, got entire chicken. There we are, 1,200 calories but 200 grams of protein. So in for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. What a beauty. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. I've seen a very dark side of me today. Didn't record a single bit of that, but it's over. There we go. It's got a little bit more work to do before bed. I also need to let this entire chicken just digest. But it's been a good day. I'm very keen to get back on the diet and the grind tomorrow. You're about to see the most locked in day of all time. It's all right having these days that are off the bandwagon once in a while, but the key is to not make it a habit. So tomorrow, we're gonna get straight back on it. And yeah, it's gonna be good. Good morning. A man of my word, today will be the most locked day in of all time. It's currently 5:45. I'm on the way to the gym. I can't lie. Could not bring myself to eat a rice cake. Could not even bring myself to think of eating food. I feel a little bit sick still. Not my best sleep either. Sleep score of 46 on Garmin. Not really one to count Garmin sleep scores, but to be fair, I think they're right with that one. It's like pretty poorly. But today's upper session could go one of two ways. Either it's like the best session of all time because I'm so carved up from yesterday, or I'd feel sick the entire time. T-bar row, that is going to be a try not to chun challenge. I already know it. In terms of my cutting philosophy, I guess, in terms of a binge, like yesterday was a binge, it's important to then not restrict your calories the next day or change anything, just go back to normal, because if you reinforce the idea that after you've had a treat or whatever, then you need to like restrict yourself the next day, it reinforces like quite unhealthy eating behaviors. And also you need to fuel yourself the next day. Like, I'm not eating now, but I still will be getting my 2,200 calories later on, and also like my protein, my carbs, whatever, when I feel like eating again. Days like yesterday are absolutely fine once in a blue moon, but God, they really do just interfere with the rest of your life. I feel slightly like hungover from just the amount of food I consumed yesterday. I've got the medal to prove I've done the food challenge, so that's the most important thing. I actually feel sick, but let's get into it. Once more into the breach.
I need a drink. Want a friend in need. I wanna be the arms around a memory. I need a drink. Want a friend in need. I wanna be the arms around a memory. I wanna be the arms around. I wanna be the arms around. Arms around a memory. I need a drink. Want a friend in need.
That is proper over. I mean, what a surprise. Felt sick the entire time. I thought that the extra carbs would have had me benching like 220 or whatever. It didn't, surprise, surprise. For the vast majority of that, I did feel sick. Didn't feel 100%. I mean, T-bar row, that was an ordeal. Not fantastic, but it is done, it is over. Now I'm gonna go home. I'm still not feeling hungry whatsoever, but try and get something down me. Thought I found my appetite, so I made an entire usual oat bowl. But just looking at that, I feel pretty ill. So I'm gonna work my way through this bowl while I do a little bit more work before my workshop. And then yeah, try get this down me. That's the main goal for now. Never mind, we are so bad. This is going down so easily. You're just gonna have to excuse the traffic noises that's coming from outside my apartment, but today's topic that I wanted to talk about was confidence. I'm gonna have to change the setup here because I'm just blinding myself unnecessarily. Okay, this is slightly better, I'm just gonna leave it there. I think me posting content is really a great case study for this. I mean, you might naturally assume that I'm a really confident person because I put out TikToks, I'm comfortable speaking to the camera, as I trip over my words. I now post on YouTube and stuff like that. I'm putting myself out there, therefore you think I must be this really, really confident guy. But those extrinsic displays of confidence really only manifest from being internally confident with myself. Like being comfortable with myself because I don't define my self-worth and my happiness and what I want to do based on the opinions of others. I'm very comfortable in just doing what I want to do. Therefore, I am comfortable in putting myself out there, you know, on YouTube, on TikTok, and doing these more overtly confident things. And getting to this position hasn't really been an easy journey, and it's not an easy journey for anybody. Life can get quite superficial, and it's so easy to fall into the trap of valuing your self-worth on other people's opinions and only doing what you think other people would want you to be doing because they've got their own ideas for who you should be. And not really living up to those expectations that other people hold for us can be really quite uncomfortable. Like me thinking of, I don't know, a mate who's like judging me for posting online, for instance, that kind of makes my skin crawl, or used to at least. They then, for some reason, look down upon me because I'm doing something that they find cringe or weird or whatever. But at the end of the day, your happiness can only really come from within, and that's the same for confidence. And that's kind of the comfortability that I've been talking about. It's so important to be comfortable with yourself before you become confident. Again, posting online is a really good case study for this. If you want to do that, then plant your flag in the ground and be immovable on that. Make it a kind of take it or leave it thing, you know? And it's not about not caring about what other people say entirely, because obviously that does play a part. But it's just about being comfortable with who you are and what you want to do and not letting other people's valuations come into it. So my point is that those extrinsic manifestations of confidence only really come from being comfortable with yourself and just doing what you want to do and just putting yourself out there. For the longest time, I wanted to post content, but I kind of held myself back because I wasn't comfortable with myself, I guess, you know. I let other people's opinions guide me. I let what other people may think about me. It's not even that they did think it, it's that in my head, I'd already decided that this person would think this about me, even though that might not even be the case. And I let all those feelings and anxieties stop me from doing what I wanted to do. So this is what I really enjoy doing, and I know that any anxieties around posting is really just me flashing forward to somebody else watching this video and them thinking, oh, this is pretty cringe. But like, again, that's not me. People do think that, that's their prerogative. My focus is just on doing what I enjoy, and this is what I enjoy. So yeah, confidence, comfortability with who you are, same thing. There we go. And that is the waffle over. Bit of a time jump, but I've kind of just had to get on with the rest of my day. New hat also, thankfully, I literally wear that brown hat every workout at this point, and it's getting a bit grim. Went to uni for the workshop, came back, did some more uni work. Now I'm just doing some content work, but I thought I'd just get in some more steps. So I got a pretty, just like, I don't know, probably a 5 out of 10 bench, probably 4, I mean, look at this view. This is what I'm working with right now. But anyway, I thought I'd outro the video here. It's been quite a varied few days, really trying to do it all. Training, food challenges, work, whatever, I guess. I hope you found value in this video, or at least entertained by it. I mean, not a lot of value in eating 1.2 kg of chocolate, but I mean, unless you're here for a mukbang, I guess. You see me at my best and my worst in this video, but I hope you've taken something from it at least. That's all I want. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one.